Monday again, time for another Mondays with Mike. This question's coming out from Amy from North Carolina. Hope you're watching, Amy. First question is, I'm an awful listener. If I'm not interested in what someone is saying, I go to my happy place. I never realized how bad it was until my 8-year-old son, who has ADHD, asked me to listen to him because he says I don't listen to what he says to me. Do you have any suggestions? Yes, Amy, I have some suggestions. The first suggestion is that your own evaluation of you being an awful listener is one thing, but when the people around you start thinking that you're an awful listener, perhaps it's time to pay attention to that. At least you heard him say you're an awful listener, which is a step in the right direction. If your 8-year-old son who has ADHD asks you to listen to him because he says you don't listen to what he says to you, then you're definitely not paying attention. A couple of things to keep in mind. Number one, great listeners ask good questions. Ask good questions. Number two, eliminate physical distractions. If your cell phone is on, if the TV is on, if all that's on, eliminate it. Don't fiddle, don't take notes, don't doodle, stop, focus, look the person right in the eyes, and answer their question. And if you're unclear about the answer, then ask them another question. The third thing I would suggest, which is really important, is take a deep breath and pause. And then look at them. Eliminate physical distractions, ask the questions like I said, and then move on. Most people who don't listen because they have impatience. They're just impatient, they're in a hurry, they're in a hurry, they're in a hurry, they're in a hurry, and you're probably exhibiting some of the same anxiety-producing behaviors that your son's exhibiting. So here's your practice for the next couple of days. I want you to eliminate any physical distractions, anything in your environment that distracts you. Turn off your cell phone, turn off your BlackBerry, turn off your pager. Don't have the television on, particularly when it comes to your son. If he's telling you about his day, everything needs to stop because nothing's more important than that. If it's somebody in your office, if it's a friend or colleague, if it's your significant other, eliminate physical distractions. Number two, once the physical distractions are eliminated, ask really good questions. Most people do not ask good questions because they're so busy formulating their response. And the third thing is I want you to practice being still when nobody else is around. I want you to practice listening to sounds in nature, listening to traffic, listening to anything other than the kind of mad, chaotic rush that goes on between your ears. Because that level of impatience generally happens because of the clutter that's going on and your own anxiety about getting everything done and hearing everything and doing everything. Pay attention when you're outdoors or wherever you are to listening to what's going on around you to train your brain to pay attention. Then, when something really important happens, you'll use the same exact technique so that you can be more effective, both in hearing and in communicating. Let me know how you're doing. I hope you heard all that.